Well, folks, I don't think you're ready for this one. We got some alien stuff to talk about. We got some shadow bastards. We got UFO sightings. We had this UFO clip that is going viral right now where we see it's dropping something. I gotta play you that clip. And we also got the paranormal stuff, and we got a ton of conspiracies that we're gonna get into. Like the video if you like it, subscribe if you're brand new, roll it.
A curious individual from Italy set out to find proof of the paranormal. And so they found themselves performing a seance using the Ouija board in their home. And soon after, they got the proof they were searching for when strange things started to happen inside their home. A few days later, he hears a sudden sound while home alone, so he gets his phone out to record.
Have you guys ever done Ouija board? Let me know if you ever done that.
Yeah.
Who is there? Because Mama always said to never do that. You know what I'm saying, right? Is something gonna jump out? Something's gonna jump out? So he asks who's making that mess. Clear? Or maybe nothing's gonna happen and he's just scared for no reason. But since this is a video, something definitely gonna happen, so...
Chi è che si sentiva?
Holy, that poster, bro. Not the mirror.
Chi c'è?
Hey.
A loud sudden bang can be heard right behind him, and a few days later his wife is home alone when she hears some noises around the house.
So the same thing almost?
This.
So this is part 2?
Chi c'è?
Who is there?
La luce.
The light. Sudden sound.
Chi è stato?
Who did
Chi ha
it?
bussato? Non sono pazza.
I'm not mad, she says. Okay. Well, you better be.
Non sono pazza.
I guess she's trying to say she is mad actually, but
C'è qualcuno?
is anyone there? Something's
Chi c'è?
gonna. Whoa. No, it's her. But not those, it felt like that it was not her in the very beginning.
Dove sei?
Where are you? Honey, I'm home.
Fatti vedere.
Let me get a look. Holy no, this is not good.
No. Dove? Da dove? La
From
cucina,
where?
la cucina. Cazzo.
So multiple, huh? Like 2-3 glasses fell.
Sfuggendo di mano.
Glass can be heard shattering all over the floor right as she arrives in the kitchen. But as she looks around, there's no one there. This has only just started, so it's bound to get worse as they continue using the Ouija board.
This could have easily been faked, but if there's real paranormal activity going on here, then they absolutely brought it on themselves. That's a beautiful house that they've ruined by playing around with the Ouija board inside of it. The only thing that makes me think that this could be real is that the husband and wife seem to both be experiencing similar occurrences, but they're likely just in it together trying to get some internet attention.
For some mysterious reason, in the past few months, there's been loads of videos popping up all over social media of people buying what looks like fake food. It all started just a couple of weeks ago in the United States when several people started noticing that there was something off about the watermelon that they were buying on the supermarkets.
So I got this watermelon at Walmart, and I like to rinse my watermelon before I cut it, and it's like hidden. Does anybody have
Nowadays you gotta worry about like what's real and what's fake in terms of food as well. Like this turned out to be fake food, right?
Throw watermelon like this?
Oh my gosh.
It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
It sounds like a goat is dying.
There are dozens of videos where people buy watermelon from the supermarket and it looks strange. Sometimes it looks like plastic, sometimes it makes these weird noises, and sometimes, or many, many times actually, it feels as if it's made out of rubber.
So I cut watermelon for my kids, and they're all bringing it right back, saying they don't like the texture. And I've seen enough videos of people posting rubbery watermelon.
Yeah, like think about this way, right? Like if you cannot break it easily here, like it's gonna have a problem breaking down when it's in your system and your stomach, right?
I can't believe I got one. I got a rubbery watermelon. The texture is so weird. Like you gotta bend
looks
it
like foam,
so
right?
far before it will break.
But it wasn't just rubbery. There was something else about the watermelon that was bothering a lot of people.
Y'all will not believe
This told me a plastic
what I
melon?
got. Yeah. This is what I have for a melon.
Yeah.
The melon shell is strong. Look at that.
So you're
This
saying,
is what I got for a melon, you guys. Look at that.
so you're saying you got it like that?
It was pretty obvious that there was something off about the watermelon, and a lot of people were noticing it. But here's the thing. It wasn't just the watermelons. People were also noticing the same thing happening with avocados, blueberries, bananas, and the list goes on.
That's it. And she breaks it in half. It gets very tough and doesn't really break. And when it pulls, it's like it's glue. It's very tight and doughy.
Yeah, it's...
After these videos were posted and became a viral sensation, it made a lot of people ask the same question. Are we possibly eating fake food? What's your take?
Well, usually, like in the grocery store, I have seen the labels, right? Like it would say this is bio, which is fake, right? This is and this is on the other side. It would say this is real. Yeah, I don't know about that.
All right, I'm not making a claim here, and I don't want to come across like I have all this figured out, because I do not. But I'll
Maybe
tell you what is
expired?
immediately brought to my mind when I see this stuff is all the talk about putting vaccines in the food supply. If they're putting vaccines in the food like they talked about doing, then we might be seeing the side effects of how that food reacts to the chemicals put in them that are meant to go into our body. This makes me trust our food supply even less.
When this stone fell out,
Yeah, like the chemicals in the food, right? Yeah, I guess they're taking a step, one step ahead. A repaired lintel and the old Stonehenge Road when this stone fell over in 1900.
river in 1900, in fact January 1900, it fell with such a force that it cracked the lintel in two. And if you look very closely, you can see the concrete repair that they used to rebuild it when the stone was re-erected back in 1958. Now, the repairs to Stonehenge were quite extensive at that time, but almost all of them were from this aspect here and the visitor's path. Now, even the visitor's path at Stonehenge has got a really interesting bit of history, because this used to be a main road. And when I say main road, it's really before the car was invented. It was a footpath, a bridleway, if you like, that led you directly to Salisbury in that direction, the biggest and nearest town. Although you did have Amesbury off in that direction, and obviously there's a footpath coming from there too. Oh, it's a lovely day, and I hope you have a lovely day too.
I remember, like, we actually had a crop circle somewhere close to Stonehenge, right? Like a couple of years back. Like, I got reminded of that based on this video.
Bye.
So I just learned in yesterday's video of the claim that the site at Stonehenge had been repaired multiple times. Then this morning, a Discord user posted this and the next video that shows definitive proof that they've been repaired before.
Some of the stones at Stonehenge have had to be re-erected. In 1901, this stone was straightened, but these three huge great stones fell over in 1797. And they laid on the ground for many, many years, weren't re-erected until the late 50s. And if I go over here, you can see that they were so worried about the re-erection of these new stones, and particularly this stone delaminating, you can see that crack on there. They actually bolted it back together.
So zoom in here, you can see a little circular core that they drilled out through the center of the stone.
It looks like a button just being ready, just waiting for you to press, right? It looks like a button that you would just gotta click and something would happen. Like, sheesh.
Definitely, in fact. And that had an iron bar placed in it. There's another one up there.
There's another one there.
Threaded iron rod that held the stone back together. Cool, eh?
So it is official. Cool, eh? The proof is right there. Stonehenge, though they say they don't know how it was constructed, has been reconstructed more than once in the modern day. Everything is a lie or an intentional misdirection. Hey, if you're enjoying this video and you like this kind of content, I make a new one just like it every day, Monday through Friday.
Like and subscribe, like and subscribe. Yeah, why is he laughing like that? He's going to space?
Alright. First you'll see it there.
What? No, that's on the inside or
arrows so you can see.
It felt like that this
you
was
can clearly make out that it's a fly.
It's a fly.
Kind of flies around, gets blurred.
Just stains, I thought.
And then it's in the shot, and it's walking, and I think it's on the outside of the glass.
Okay, she thinks it's outside. At first it felt like it was just stains on the glass. Then it was like UFO.
Even if it was on the inside of the glass, it couldn't fly around in the space station properly.
This has to be frustrating for NASA. This is probably the 5th or so video that I've seen where they were exposed to faking space because of a pesky little fly being caught on camera. It looks like they need to invest some of those public funds that they've been funneling into a fly swatter or some fly paper or something.
Oh man, so another one of those conspiracies that the space is fake, right?
Did you hear what Elon Musk said on the Full Send podcast a few months ago? They start talking about cataclysms and ice ages. He says,
"There's deep rabbit hole on ice ages. Deep rabbit hole."
He knows. Look at these topics that we're into: cataclysms, lost ancient technology.
Magnetic poles.
That's the one thing.
There was probably something significant that happened in the last ice age, because we don't see any evidence of writing, and that was about 10,000 years.
This is mainstream science. The poles do flip. These happens in cycles of 6,500 years. It's a planet flip 90 degree. The Earth essentially does a standstill. The sun will stay in the same spot, causing heating we've never experienced. And here's the wild thing is that a continental-sized tsunami being 2 miles high. Well, I showed you the Emikusi volcano in Africa and the Sahara, which is at 11,300 feet, that has salt as well as evidence of gastropods, sea life.
That's 2 miles high.
Yes.
I really hope that this guy is wrong. I really hope this guy is wrong. I think this is probably the most terrifying theory that I've heard yet. Mainly because the signs show that the pole shift has already begun. And the idea of the Earth just standing still and the entire atmosphere just blowing away doesn't sound like something that you can prepare for.
Man, like that would be real crazy, right? Like, because in the last 100 years we have witnessed 2 world wars, right? Like so many different, in the last couple of decades, so many different recessions. And now we're witnessing, or hopefully not, and now we're witnessing the pole shift. Nah, man, that's crazy, bro.
By making sure you've got enough beans and rice stocked up in your root cellar.
Right here, another classic vanilla sky. The sky was obviously cut out. You can see the remnants of the mask right here. If I zoom out, right, if you didn't notice, you can see people's legs right here. They cut out the people on the top. Yeah. Like you can see that, look, there's some feet right there. This guy's head is like half cut off. All those people are gone. Now, what was the point of that? If there was maybe there was something in the sky they might have wanted to cut out.
What if they were carrying something on top of that as well?
So this is where it goes into the whole theory of the old world known as Tartaria. This is where people are saying, hey, we were pretty advanced not too long ago, and it's been long enough now where the generations have been brainwashed with the education system where they can go back and manipulate these photos and cut out certain things. Now that's just one theory. This is obviously the original sky right here, which was captured by the negative. This is also presented as a negative. The thing is that even if they're not hiding anything crazy, these photos should still be shown as manipulated photos, not glass plate negatives presented as original photos. Because now when we look back and we try teaching history, now we're teaching, what the f are we even teaching anyone? Because all these photos are mostly fake, you know?
Yeah, they're like always trying to like rewrite history, man.
Vanilla sky mystery deepens. I've never seen examples like this where they're trying to hide something so much that they're cutting people's entire upper bodies out of the photos. It looks suspicious when they do this to a building, but to cut off a person to hide the sky, that can't be a mistake. There was something in that photo that they didn't want people to see.
Absolutely, and they did such a poor job of photoshopping that thing. But guys, I want to show you this one real quick. So check this.
Hey guys, this is Sky. I got something for you that's kind of interesting. This is a UFO photo released by Tom DeLonge of Blink, and he released it in 2020 on Instagram, and he talked about it in many times, and he said over and over again, I got personal information, personal videos, footage, files from government sources of actual UFOs, and I'm holding them back, but I won't for long, he said. So is this one of them? Is this one of those objects? So I put it through an AI viewer to focus it better, and it was kind of mind-boggling what I saw. Okay. I mean, you could see this orb coming out of this craft, but when it's focused by AI, it looks bizarre.
It's almost as though like they were on a pee break and they just took a dump out. Like they were like, okay, let me just throw, like a garbage guy on planet Earth will just take it away, right? Let's just take a black trash bag, throw some dump in it and just dump it out, and then some human will take care of it, right? Like that's what it feels like to me.
Now here it is, focused by AI, and this is normal again. AI, normal.
Just sharpened, kind
of. And you can really see right there that there is some kind of, the orb itself has a giant eyeball kind of lens or something on top. And maybe that's the attachment to the UFO itself, but it's so huge. How could something so big come out of this UFO? Unless
it has the same vibe as if you like take your thumb and put like ink on it and try to, you know, the thumb impressions. Yeah, it has the same kind of vibe.
Both of them are like drones and there's no real pilots, but look at this. It's all spiky and everything. It's like one of those alien movies where they come down, fly through the ship, tearing up the battleship, and use little spiky things to cut through all the metal and everything. Look, this is just crazy. Look at this. When it's focused, you could really see the distortion around it. I believe the spiky things, the things that look like sharpness, are actually probably caused by the propulsion systems. See, there's 4 of them down here. Usually there's 3. You see 4 bumps under this UFO, and you see these distortions around it. And people say, why are the UFO photos blurry? Because there is a distortion around them. They're not trying to do it. It's just the distortion from the propulsion systems caused this kind of effect.
Honestly, that's a good point, though. Real or not, that is a really good point. But it doesn't mean that the AI, when you like take this image and AI fight it, right? Like it doesn't mean that the AI is telling you the truth. But the point that you just brought kind of makes sense, right? In a way, like if it's the propulsion system, like there would be a little blur around it because like it's pushing kind of air out, or maybe not, right? Like that's a good point. Real or not, that's a good argument.
Photos are taken sometimes. Now here it is again, a different one. And this screenshot shows the orb a little further away. And look, it's really focused on the bottom. And you could even, on the top, kind of look like, it looks like there's a cockpit window showing. Do you see a darkness up there? Wow, this is cool. So AI really helps enhance things. It really does. It doesn't tell you if something's real or not, but it does enhance the photo and let you make your own decisions what it is. Is it real? Is it not real? But this, to me, looks very real. Look at this. This object has a cloud that's formed around it. Cloud to hide within. Now, this is very interesting to me, and I think it might be even better to take this AI one and drop it into AI again to have it focus it even more. Okay, look at that.
No, I don't think it means much, but the photo itself and the video that we just saw, like it dumping something out of the orb, getting done, that's very intriguing. The photo itself is intriguing, but this AI version, yeah, it's just sharpening it, right? Like it's not doing too much. And the point that he brought up, like why the photos sometimes are blurry, could be because of the propulsion system. That's a very good point too.
That is just amazing, isn't it? Look at that. That is so strange. Now this one right here is AI, advanced by AI. So I just wanted to show you how. This is the AI advanced one, the second time, the same photo 2 times by AI. Look at that. You can see this UFO is forming a cloud. This orb is forming this cloud around it, even as it's falling, even as it's coming out. And it's probably not falling. It's probably...
That's just like low frame rate when the video was being recorded, and it's like distorting because it's falling faster than the camera can like perfectly record the frames, right? All what AI is doing, it is just like sharpening and clearing the image. That's what it's doing. Like, it does not mean that it had spikes underneath the UFO like that. Maybe it had, but generally speaking, from my experience using the AI for the images, it's just like sharpening and clearing the image and making them look pretty as possible.
Has its own propulsion system. Guys, what the hell is going on with Tom? Do you think he really has stuff he's holding back? Do you think he's ever going to divulge the information he has? And would the government allow it? Please tell me in the comments below.
Guys, check out this video on the screen. This is the last episode that we've done. If you enjoyed this, you're definitely gonna love this video. We had a ton of conspiracies and the UFO stuff in that. Check it out, and I'll see you right there.